Welcome to the Anxiety Coaches Podcast, a relaxing and informative show where we explore anxiety, panic, and PTSD, sharing how you can overcome them for life.
Aloha! Welcome back to the Anxiety Coaches Podcast. I'm your host and coach, Gina Ryan, and I am so happy to be with you again today as together we can consider the many ways to bring your mind and body back to its natural peace and calm. In today's episode, I'm talking about calming mind currents. This is a guided meditation for deep sleep, but I got thinking about it since we had those recent episodes about flying and the stress of flying or the anxiety of flying, that maybe this kind of a meditation, even though it's labeled for deep sleep, would be a good one to have on your phone that you could listen to while you are flying. And what I want you to do is to find your favorite ones to take with you when you are taking a trip like that and you're going to be on the plane for a while. Have your favorite things that you can listen to. And maybe this will be one of them. I don't know. But what we want to do is remember that we can relax our body. There's so much that we can do to reach that deeper relaxation, but we need to do it purposefully. It doesn't just happen automatically. Even right now, before we get started on this, if I think about relaxing my shoulders, they go down a little bit more. That means that I was unconsciously holding them up. We just do that. It's okay, but we can check in with ourselves and bring body awareness so that we can have our body send a message to the mind that all is well. Her muscles are relaxing. She lowered her shoulders finally. She's taking a longer, slower exhale. Things must be okay. The amygdala's gonna stand down now because you're not asking it to be on high alert. And when it stands down, then the muscles get to relax a little bit more. And so that's what I'm hoping that we can do in guided meditations is you follow me and there will be space between my words where you can just relax. And if you get lost with your breath, just go with the longer, slower exhale and let the rest take care of itself. Come back to my words. If you get thinking, we all do it. Come back to my words or come back to your breath and just start riding the calmness again, the calming mind currents. One of the benefits that we have of listening to guided meditations is that it gets us used to being in a state of calm on purpose, with nowhere else to go and nothing else to do. And it helps us to increase our mindfulness because we are going to be paying attention to the words or paying attention to the breath and just going deeper and letting ourselves go there. The actual act of letting go is profound. It's not something we do easily. That's why I'm happy to be able to try and guide you into that. Because what is sleep actually? This is for deep sleep. So what is sleep actually? Do we do sleep? No. We let go and fall into sleep. What do we say? We don't go to sleep so much as we fall asleep. I fell asleep easily last night. So, I hope this will be helpful for you, and I look forward to you letting me know if you'd like to hear of other kinds of guided meditations. So let's start by getting comfortable, right? Laying down would be wonderful for this one, but so would be sitting with a relaxed back, neck, head not slumping so much. Maybe if you're laying down, you're laying flat. You want to be able to breathe still, letting those relaxed breaths come. Here we go. Perhaps sometimes you may wish that there was an off button for your mind. An overly busy mind can halt us in many ways throughout our lives. And one of the main things a busy mind interrupts for millions of people around the world is a good night's sleep. Why is this so? To answer this, let's relax your mind just a little bit right now. Imagine that your mind is represented by a river with waters that sometimes flow by slowly when there is a lack of rain, or sometimes very quickly, depending on the weather and the time of year. Your mind is the river. Your thoughts are the water. How quickly is your river of the mind flowing right now? How fast are the thoughts represented by the water flowing in the river? Just watch this flow as if you are sitting on the riverbank enjoying it. Nice job. Now just allow for the seasons to pass and the weather to change, and watch your river change along with it. The seasons represent your overall happiness in your life. Are you achieving the goals you set for yourself? Seasons change, but each one of them can be viewed as beautiful. Seasons can be tough, or they can be mild and enjoyable. The waters of the river represent your thoughts. When you focus on your thoughts, on your goals, and your desires, your river slows and becomes crystal clear. The birds and the wildlife are able to see fish that they will catch to feed themselves and their offspring. The fish can find sources of food because the waters have slowed enough to allow for bits of plants to settle on the water and soften, and live bugs can land on the water for them to catch. Now, for a moment, imagine a storm of thoughts is coming for your river. See the waters rise and animals scurry. The fish hide in safer areas, and there are no bugs flying around. It's only rushing by a little faster now, yet the storm is building. The more thoughts you let into your mind, the more the waters rush by. It becomes a threatening river so quickly that you cannot sit on the bank watching your river any longer and observing the beauty. You too must seek shelter from the storm. This storm of thought has taken the ability to observe away from you. While it takes a while for a storm of thoughts to pass, and even longer for the after effects of the storm to calm, the waters continue to rush at high speeds for several days or so. This is what happens when you allow a storm of thinking to enter your mind. It disrupts you for some time until the waters can naturally settle. We want to always remain on the brink of our river, observing abundant nature and clear, calm waters. We all know sleep is necessary and rejuvenating, so why do so many of us suffer to achieve restful sleep? Because we don't take charge of our busy mind, moving it away from worry to relaxation. Allowing a busy mind to go free is like never training a wild horse. The mind needs you to be in control and needs you to train it how to work for you. A calmer state of mind allows for you to not only sleep better, but eliminates anxiety, increases focus, treats depression, stops circular thinking, improves your memory, betters your relationships, satisfies the body, and increases emotional intelligence. The key to attaining all these things is actually very simple and natural for all of us. The key is to bring into our mind the awareness of all physical sensations and bring into your mind your emotions, and bringing into your mind your thoughts. This is meditative and simply doesn't allow for the bothersome thoughts to have any power over you. Your ability is to emotionalize and feel things is much more powerful than a busy mind. Your ability to create and ponder new ideas and a new self-image supersedes a noisy mind. All a noisy mind is good at is distracting you. It doesn't achieve anything. It doesn't build on any new ideas. It doesn't emotionally connect with others around you. In fact, an overloaded and out of control mind acts to disconnect you from others and from yourself. A bustling mind is tiring, yet it doesn't allow for you to rest. Giving up control of your mind is like feeding your child nothing but breads and sugars and candies. They're going to lose control because of the unhealthy information they are taking into their system. Let's put our mind now in the being mode. Right now, by implementing positive affirmations. Say these to yourself now. Thoughts are only thoughts. I live in the present, not in the past or the future. I draw from my past when I need to plan for my future, but I always live in the present moment. I take notice of my body often throughout the day, easing and relaxing my body by doing so. I take notice of my surroundings to ease my mind. When thoughts begin to swirl in my mind, I have compassion for them and acknowledge them, knowing they are simply thoughts. My thoughts come and go. Everyone's thoughts also come and go. I am no different. When I watch my thoughts like the waters of a river, I never get caught in a thought. I am just a witness. Stopping my thoughts is impossible. Instead, I observe them arriving and leaving. Instead of jumping into thoughts emotionally, I observe which thoughts I want to cultivate more of. I know that which thoughts I put my energy to is what I create for myself. By taking the time to practice these methods, I really feel a difference. I have patience to retrain my mind. I retrain my mind so that I can get rest when I need it. I have patience when I am training my mind, just as I would have patience training the most magnificent horse. I am kind to myself with this new way of being. I am kind to others, and I never allow overthinking in the form of judgment to cloud my relationships. I am persistent because I know the rewards are well worth the effort. I see benefits right from the very start of my practice. Now remember that each day you practice mindfulness techniques, the more restful and deep sleep that you receive each night. Just relax down even more now, letting your body make any last adjustments it needs so that you get the most restful sleep every night of your life. Good night. I'll be back in a few more days with another podcast. Until then, Be well and aloha.
Thanks so much for joining us for today's episode of the Anxiety Coaches Podcast. Find more information at theanxietycoachespodcast.com.